Welcome to The Susan Show, where persons share their stories, hopes, and undying desires to reunite with their relatives.
She's kind, caring, a lady full of love, a sweet and gentle soul, like an angel from above. In your neighborhood, like you know you should, doing good in your neighborhood, each and every day. The Susan Show.
This week, we speak to persons who have come in search of their missing relatives. Dona Panton is here to find her sister. This is her story.
Hi, I'm Susan and welcome to the show. It's our Caribbean Connection series. And first up, we have Miss Dona. How are you doing?
I'm fine, thank you.
Here you're coming in from St. Thomas?
I'm from St. Thomas, but I work in Cherry Garden.
Oh, so you're...
So I'm coming from work.
So you know Kingston Goodish?
Yes, kinda.
What's your correct name?
Dona. I'm married name Panton.
So it's Dona Panton.
Yes.
Right, and who are you looking for today?
My sister. My mother gave me a name once about she was Josette Ferguson. Where before that she called on Sunday Contact about 3 times. The person that here, they didn't catch the right information, but they catch my mother's name.
Right.
That's how they know. So I didn't get no contact number.
Josette Ferguson did call back Sunday Contact,
Yes,
is that what you're saying?
the Josette Ferguson that she said when I call, I get a call from all the way in New York.
Yes.
And it was the wrong person.
Wow.
Because she know my mother, she know my sister, and it wasn't she.
Really?
She was an older person than the person that we're looking for.
see.
She was a little younger.
So let's go back. How did you first get separated from your sister?
Well, my mother, she's from Trelawney.
Yes.
Freeman's
What's her
Hall,
name?
Blanche Garden. She's from Freeman's Hall, Trelawney. She and the father was separated where she lived.
That's Mr. Ferguson or Josette's father?
Yeah, just as father, because it's not Ferguson is the name.
Oh, so the name is not indeed Ferguson?
No, it's
Did
not
you ask
Ferguson.
your mother what that name?
She don't remember
She doesn't remember the man's...
name. So she say she leave to go work. The man called her back and said to come back. She didn't go.
Come back to Trelawney?
Yes, she didn't go. The man called her again and said the child is dead. She still didn't go. She was in Portland at the time. When she left, that child was about 3 months, which was somewhere in the 50s.
So if the man said the child is dead, why are you looking for her now?
No, she's not dead because she put the name in search of her by her name Blanche Garden and said she heard that she is in Santa Monica. That's where she was.
Josette is the one who called Sunday Contact?
Yes.
So your mother heard?
When the person that heard told her and told us. So that's when I called back, but the time they couldn't locate
the number.
Right.
Right. Wow.
So
that's so unfortunate. So you are here now.
Yes.
Trying to find her.
Yes.
So anything else the mother told you about the father? What's the father's name? Because that's going to be important.
No. I asked her the father's name. She said them used to call her Papa Ferguson, which is not Ferguson. But I said, Mama, that cannot go by to find because many people call their father Papa.
Papa, right.
So,
but you said, where in Trelawney was she living with this man?
Freeman's Hall.
Freeman's Hall.
Yes.
And the child's name was Josette. That's the name she gave the child.
Yeah, Josette.
Up until 3 months, did she register the child?
Well, obviously the child was registered. That's why she gave us that name.
But she doesn't remember the last name
right,
of the child.
She don't remember the last.
The last time she saw was at 3 months old. So she doesn't know if the child went to school, which school they went, and all of that.
No,
she wouldn't know all of that. Anything else about the gentleman's family?
She was telling me about a lady, but the lady that she was telling me, I don't remember the name right now.
Did they live together at any point?
They were living together. That's where they part when she was leaving the child.
She left the home that they were together. So all we have to go on really is your mother's name, which is Blanche
Garden.
So Blanche Gordon is your mother.
Yes.
She had a child called Josette. How old would Josette be now?
She would be in her early 70s.
In her early 70s? Wow. How old are you?
I am 58.
So you were born long after
Yes.
Josette. And your mother came to live where?
She went to Portland first,
Portland, yes.
and from Portland to St. Thomas, where she spent her last time in
So she
journeyed in St. Thomas.
has passed on. Oh, I'm sorry to hear. So you have brothers and sisters?
Yes, I do.
How many of them?
I have 3 that is deceased. The first sister that I know, she had passed on 2 years ago.
Not for your father?
No, for mother.
How many different fathers we're talking about? How many different men?
It would be about 5 different fathers.
5. And how many children in all? Your mother told you.
She have 5 with my father.
5 with your dad?
Yes,
Okay.
which all of us are alive. I am the oldest of the younger set.
Right, so you're the last set of children
Yes.
that you had. What would you like to say to her? Just look to that camera and just say what you want to say to her.
If she's still out there and listening, she could contact the Susan number for my contact.
Right. And
Okay.
that's Josette. You only
Yes.
know her as Josette.
Josette.
Her mother left the home in Trelawney when she was only 3
Yes.
months old.
Okay.
The man you know as Papa, her father was called Papa something.
Yes.
And nobody remembers what that is. And she came on the Sunday Contacts program a few years ago and no
Was in
number was
search.
passed. We're so sorry to hear about that. But thank you for coming, Miss Donna.
Okay.
Good then. Hello, Tracy Ann. How are you today?
I'm fine.
And who are you looking for?
I'm looking for Tina Merritt.
Tina Merritt.
Yeah.
She's same mother, same father of
No,
yours.
I'm the only one from my mother, but there are 3 other mothers, and Tina is for a lady
1 second. You just said you're the only one for your mother. You mean you're the only one for your father?
from my mother and father.
For your mother and father.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So how you got separated from her?
A long, long time. She said she going to foreign. And then after she said that she going to foreign, they had like a party. And after that, I don't hear from her none at all.
How long we're talking? When you're a little girl?
Yeah,
How old were you?
about 6.
And she was about how old?
Yeah,
Teenager,
19.
20s?
Yeah, yeah,
Okay.
Yeah.
So she's more than, she's about 15 years
Yeah.
older than you.
yeah.
So you were living in the same house?
No, she come up and spend time with the father.
Where was she coming from?
Maypen
Maypen. And you
Yes.
lived where?
in Trenchtown.
In Trenchtown.
Yeah.
So the father lived with you at the
Yeah,
time.
yeah.
So she would come to visit.
Yeah.
And how many kids were in the house at that time?
Me one, me
Just
me
you?
alone, yeah.
What was your mother's name?
Winston Wees. She died.
She passed.
Yeah.
All right. And what her mother's name? Do you know?
Only thing I know that she named Carol.
The mother's name is Carol.
Yeah.
And your father's name is?
Colbert Merritt.
Who was she supposed to go abroad to? Do you know?
Our auntie.
And what was the name of that auntie?
I don't know.
Okay, which is the father's sister?
The mother.
Her
the-
mother's
yeah.
sister.
I got a dream from my father. He told me that Tina changed her last name from Merritt. So that is why I cannot find her.
So whether by marriage or otherwise, her
Yeah.
last name changed.
Yeah.
So you said she was about 19 when she left here.
About 14 or so.
14. So how old are you now?
40.
You're 40. So 34 years ago. And she was 14.
Yeah.
So she would be 48 now.
Yeah.
You have no recollection of her. 'Cause
No.
you're
No,
so little.
I remember when she was younger in a Clarendon College, CC.
She went to Clarendon College.
And remember that. And our grandfather, him live in a place in a Clarendon. We forget the name.
That's
It's a-
Harold's father.
Yes. It's a countryside or something like that.
Right.
In the countryside.
And your father has passed away.
Yeah.
When did he pass away?
I don't remember.
When you were a little girl?
No, man. When 18,
When you were 18, your
Yeah.
dad passed away. So that's 22 years ago. All right, so let's try and put all the information together now. You're looking for your sister.
Yeah.
Her name is Tina Merritt.
yeah.
Her mother's name is Carol.
Carol, yes.
And when she was about 14 or 15 years old,
Yeah.
she came to tell you that she was leaving to go
Yes.
abroad.
Yeah.
She had a party and you never saw her again.
Never.
And she went to Clarendon College
Yes.
at the time, but she lived in Maypen,
Yes.
somewhere there in Clarendon. Your
Yeah.
father at the time was living with you and your mother. Your father has subsequently passed.
Yeah.
Your mother is still alive?
No, she's dead.
She has passed as well. So you are now here looking for Tina, who may have changed her last name,
Yes.
because you said you got a dream in which your father told you that your sister might have changed her last name. That's why you can't find her.
Yeah.
So the only thing we have to go on is Tina.
Yeah, Tina
And she is the
Merritt.
daughter of what?
Calbert
Albert
Merritt.
Merritt and Carol.
Yeah. She has a brother that joined the army, the
Mm-hmm.
force, but I don't remember his name.
Okay.
Yeah.
So he had joined the force before she left Jamaica.
Yeah. When we little, me and them go out. Yeah, we go out.
And his name is Merritt too?
No, it's not the same father.
It's not the same father.
Yeah.
So that's another piece of information. So we hope that she's watching and somebody who knows her is watching, and they will tell her and she will call the Susan Show. Thank you so much for coming.
Dwayne Nunes is here to find his grandfather, and Dawn Wright is searching for her father after 30 years. These are their stories.
Good day to you.
Good day to you.
Tell us your name
My name is Dwayne Nunes.
and who are you here to find today.
I'm here to find my grandfather, Cecil Nunes.
How did you get separated?
My father didn't know him. What I heard was after my father was born, he migrated. My mother was trying to find him. The only thing I know is that he's from St. Mary.
All right, let's go back. What's your father's name?
Paul Nunes,
And your grandfather is?
Cecil Nunes,
Your mother's name is?
Joan Fisher. And my grandmother's name is Edna Bailey.
So your grandmother met him where? Do you know the story? Did she tell
No,
you?
I asked her, but she said it's so long she don't remember anything.
Right. That's what they always say, right?
Yeah.
Right. So he migrated. They did not keep in touch.
No.
How old was your father when he migrated?
I just heard that he left a couple of months or so after he was born.
Right. So
Yeah.
he knew he had a son.
Yeah, he knew.
Did you hear that when he was abroad, he was sending money for the child, anything like that, writing letters?
The only thing I heard that when my father was born, he was 50 years old.
Wow.
Yeah.
Your grandfather was 50.
My grandfather was 50. I don't know much. Only thing I know is that he's from St. Mary. My grandmother is from St. Anne's, that's Whitehall district.
Right. What part of
Blacktown.
St. Mary's your grandfather from?
I just hear that it's St. Mary's. That's the only thing I hear. I ask questions, to cut it down, but the only thing I hear is St. Mary.
And you don't know how they met
No,
back
I
then?
don't know how
She
they
didn't
met.
tell you that. Is she still alive, your
My
grandmother?
grandmother is still alive.
What about your dad?
Well, my dad, he is living in Kingston now. It's just two of us, me and my sister with 4 grandkids. So I would love to find my grandfather. Or even relatives, because prior to 50 years old, my father is 58 now. So I don't know if my grandfather would be alive, but just to find relatives.
Hold on. Your grandfather was 50 when he had him?
Yeah,
So your grandfather would be 108. Oh,
yeah.
okay. So you are really looking for,
Even relatives.
yes, brothers and sisters of your father and any children they might have had,
Yeah,
and also other relatives.
other relatives.
So your grandmother did not know if your grandfather had children before.
What I heard that he was married. So it was an outside affair of marriage. My father came into this world.
So he migrated to or with his wife
Probably.
and other children.
And other children.
Right. So he didn't look back. Maybe it was an inconvenience at the time, but
Yeah.
he knows he has a son
Yeah.
here.
So what I would have inside is for him to tell some child or relative
That he has
that he had a
others
son.
here.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we know that generations later, this two can meet and even like that happening, right?
Yeah.
Nope. But he got the dad's name as far
Yeah.
as you're concerned.
Yeah,
he
as
got
his
it's
father.
on the certificates and all of that.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for coming, and we hope that you do have some success in finding your grandfather.
Yeah, thanks much.
Good day. How are you today?
I'm fine, thanks.
What's your name?
My name is Dona, Wright.
And who are you looking for?
Derek Wright, my father.
Tell us about that. How did you get separated?
30 years ago, he left Manchester I didn't know the reason why, and I've not seen him since then.
How old are you?
I'm 60 years old.
He left when you were 30.
Yes, miss.
Were you living in the same district?
Yes, miss.
When he was leaving, did he come and say, I'm leaving, no, I'm going to look work? What him come
He
and
just
say?
said he was going to Kingston. He did not come back.
He's going to live? He was moving, his truck pack up with things and move and everything?
All he had was a bag
A bag.
with clothes.
Right, so him find a girlfriend.
I should think so.
You never got a letter? You never got a phone call?
The last time I heard from him was in 1993. He was living somewhere in Damhead, St. Catherine.
But 1993 is 30 years ago.
Yes, miss. From then.
So that's Damhead in St. Catherine.
Yes, miss.
That's near Flatbridge there.
Yes, miss.
Did you ever go to look for him?
Yes, I found him there.
And what happened?
And then about a year after I went back, they say he moved.
And he never came back to Manchester?
No, miss.
You're in the same place in Manchester?
Yes, miss.
So he knows where you are?
Yes, miss.
So what do you think happened to him?
I don't know if he has died. I don't know if he went somewhere else. I just don't know.
He would have been how old now?
In his 80s.
Tell me his name again. Derek Wright?
Derek Wright.
What's your mommy's name?
My mother's name was Amutel Anderson. She married me Murray
Amutel?
Anderson.
Amutel is her name?
Yes, miss.
Wow, I like that name. Amutel Anderson. And she's married name?
Murray.
And she married name Murray before him leave?
Yes, miss.
Okay, so he knows that she got married.
Yes, miss.
All of you live in the same district? Mommy live in the same district too?
Yes, miss.
Okay.
Just like separate houses, but same
Yeah,
district.
she has passed on.
Yes, miss. 8 years ago.
All right, so you don't know where your dad went, and you don't know also if your dad would have had any other children.
I'm not sure, miss.
Okay.
But I have other brothers and sisters.
Who are in Mandeville.
Some of them are. They're all out of Jamaica.
All were born there though. Because that's where he lived all along
No, miss. He was living in Clarendon
before he moved
before
to Manchester.
he came to Manchester.
Okay. All right, so why do you want to find him now?
Just want to see him, miss.
Just to see if he's still alive.
Yes, miss.
Because he was a loving father to you.
Yes, miss.
Kind of. You're as good as a father could be.
Yes.
Eh? All right, so his name again?
Derek Wright.
And he left Manchester how long ago?
1985 to be exact.
1985.
May 1985
Wow.
to be exact.
And came to Kingston.
Yes, miss.
But you saw him once in Damhead.
Yes,
And
miss.
when you came back, he had left
He had
the
left
district.
that address. Yes,
And you
miss.
don't know where he is. And your name?
Dawn Wright.
Dawn Wright. And we hope you find him, Miss Dawn.
Okay, miss.
Okay.
Thanks.
All
Thank you.
right.
Okay, good day, Miss Claudet. How are you?
I'm fine.
Fantastic. Claudet Melbourne, full name.
Yes.
Who are you looking for today?
My uncle.
Tell me about that.
Well, it's been a long time. I don't see him. We're not hearing anything from him. He was here when my first son was 5 years old,
You was here from where?
from overseas.
All right, so how did they get separated? What happened?
We went abroad, got married and everything over there. Such a long time.
So he hasn't written to you guys?
One time my father hear from him and give me the number to call him.
And he went over there, made a life, and he had sent a number. So what do you think could have happened to him?
I don't know. I don't know if he's still alive or what. Because I used to get in contact with him when my father gave me the number.
So his son is 32, so about 27 years ago is when he's
Yeah.
93, 94. So you
Yeah,
haven't
yes.
seen him since that.
No.
When he came, what was the conversation like? What him telling you so?
Well, he said he would get back in touch with us, but he did not.
You still had the number, was corresponding when he went back?
Yes. My phone gets stolen
Oh,
and I get lost contact.
so you are the one who lost contact with him.
Do you know if he has any children here?
Yeah, he did have two boys.
Here in Jamaica?
Yes, but they are over there with him.
So he had taken them up from long time. So that link is lost. Probably somebody here still is in contact with him, and hopefully they'll be able to get to him. All right, so what's your name again?
Claudet Melbourne.
And you are looking for?
Junior Mackenzie.
Who is your uncle?
Uncle, yeah.
And he's a brother to your father, whose name is?
Sonny Melbourne.
Sonny Melbourne is still alive. So it's his half brother. They're
They are
not the
two
same.
different fathers.
Right, it's half brother. So you and your father would definitely like to see him again. Your dad is up in age now.
Yeah.
Before anything else happens. What about your dad? Has any other brothers and sisters here?
You have another brother here, but he's living in Manchester.
In Manchester. So he also wants to see him too.
Maybe.
Yes. Right. And you have children that
Yeah.
wants to them. Right. So thank you so much for coming, and we hope that Mr. Junior Mackenzie will call. All right. Thank you.
Dawn Beckford fell on hard times after she had her daughter some 30 years ago. She put the child in foster care and subsequently lost contact with her. Good day, Miss Dawn. How are you?
I'm okay.
Who are you here to find today?
My daughter,
What's her name?
Anita Arnella Anglin.
How did you separate from her?
When I was young, I was having some problem.
How old were you
28, 29.
when you had her?
Yeah.
Okay.
Where I used to live, I have to evacuate from there.
Where were you living?
Almontown.
So you had to leave there.
Yeah.
And the two other children is the same father for her?
No,
Her
no.
father? No?
I have some friends try to help me, but they say they couldn't afford to help me with all three of them.
Right.
So I didn't have no choice.
And you weren't working at the time?
No. Somebody suggested me to take her to the family court, temporary, until
Yes.
I can sort out myself. They took her from me, from there, and placed her in a Primrose place of
Primrose. Okay.
Almost every day I used to go there.
What year was this?
She born the 12th of February, 1990. In May, she was 4 months. And I keep visiting. It was coming on to Christmas. One day I went there, I didn't saw her. So I start investigate now. This lady, Shelly-Ann, she said to me that, Dawn, my name is Shelly-Ann and I love your daughter and I would like to foster her. I couldn't do anything because that was family court policy. To anybody who want to foster, can foster. I didn't sign any paper, you know. Did not sign any paper. So she said whenever time I want to see her, I could. Every time I saw Miss O'Connor, it was at Devon House. I have to meet her. But I wasn't.
Did you see the child as well?
Yeah.
She would bring the child?
When she came, it was like 5 minutes. She don't have any time. She have to go back to work and so forth. And every time she comes, she tell me that I would like her to adopt, you know. I don't answer her. She don't disclose anything to me.
Right. So Shelly-Ann is the one who
Foster.
had fostered her.
Foster, not adopt.
So at what point did you stop going? You said she keep asking you about adopting her. And then what?
One of the times she take me to Constant Spring, carry me in front of a gentleman with some paper. And
Who
said
is
to
the
me,
gentleman?
I don't know.
Police?
No.
Lawyer?
Like, I don't know if it's a JP or whatever, or a lawyer. She said, I must sign some paper, and I don't
So
sign.
did you sign them?
No.
Okay.
I did not. And she started to get out on me. And said, why you don't sign? Is it money you want? Why you holding on? I don't forget. I did not forget that. I just laughed in my mind because I said, why she keep on harassing me?
But you kept seeing the child up until she was 5 years old now.
Yeah.
So that's how you know she's going to
That
school.
was the last time I saw her.
All right.
5 years.
What happened that day?
She was saying to her that, hello, Michelle, this is your biological mommy. I am your foster mom. I did have confidence in family court, you know.
Right.
So
That
I
they
didn't
would
know
have
that,
just left the foster.
yeah,
in place.
just foster, not. So I didn't know that it would reach this stage.
So what happened after that day? What happened?
I keep asking about her.
To who?
The children officer, I don't remember what I said to him, but he get out on me and say, as a matter of fact, some DNA have to be done. But me laugh because me know say me and my baby. And me have her. So me know how he must say some DNA have to be done. But I still didn't take it serious until next time I went there and they told me that the sister is not in the country anymore. She went abroad.
How can the court account for that?
That is what they told me.
Yeah, but she's gone with your child out of the country.
I don't know if she gone with her or she just disappeared. They said they can't,
Locate her.
yeah, right.
And that would be 31 years ago. Your child would now be 31 years old.
Yeah.
Because February is gone now.
12th of February gone, she's 31.
You only had called her Michelle. So she's the one who fostered your child, asked you about adoption, asked you to sign some papers which you did not sign.
No.
So as far as you know, you haven't signed over your child to anyone.
No.
And you didn't give consent to the court
Never.
to sign over your child to anyone.
No, I did not.
And now here you are, 31 years after looking for your child. And it's not because you abandoned the child, but
I did
because
not
the lady
abandon
just
her.
stopped having contact with you.
Yes.
Where does Anika Ornella Anglin come from?
Mrs. came to me one day and said to me, how you tell me that you didn't register Michelle? I said, I did not.
Let's go by the conversation now. She's telling you that you didn't register and you said no.
Yeah.
And then she said,
Of course you register her. Her name is Anita Ornella Anglin.
okay, so that's where you got that name from.
Yes.
Have you been back to RGD to verify that name?
Yeah.
And you saw that name on the birth
Yeah,
certificate?
she's-
So as far as you know,
yeah.
your child's name is Anika Ornella
Ornella
Anglin,
Anglin.
although you didn't
not.
do that.
I did not.
So on the birth certificate, what's the mother's name on the birth certificate? Your name is on it?
Yes, yes, my name is
Your
Anita.
name is still on it?
Yeah.
And the child is registered, Anika. All right, so where Anglin would come from?
I don't know.
Because what was the man's name that you had her for?
Anderson.
And so where is he now? You know where he is?
He died. He's a white man, you know. That
Okay.
is why.
Again, you're looking for Anika Ornella Anglin, which you know from a birth certificate that you saw with your name and the child's name on it. However, you did not register her.
I
And
did
the
not.
person who was in charge of her up to 5 years old was,
Shellyan
and you have not seen that child since she was 5.
No.
And your name is again?
Dawn Beckford.
Dawn Beckford. You are the rightful mother
Yes.
of Anika.
She was born at
Ornella
Jubilee,
Anglin. She was born at
the
Jubilee.
12th of February,
February 12,
1990.
1990.
Yes.
So she would be 31 years old
Yeah.
as we speak. And you are now looking for her. Why do you want to find her now?
I just want to tell her the truth,
Yes.
even that.
And it's not that you haven't been trying to get to her. It's just that circumstances have not allowed for that.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you so much for being here, ma'am. And we hope that she will call or someone who knows of her whereabouts will call. All right. Thanks. Remember to keep doing good in your neighborhood. Never miss a moment of joy. Subscribe now to The Susan Show and keep love and hope alive.